Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video on the Football Tribe. Myself, Sengar. We are talking a lot of things about Sorare. I've done like a few episodes on how Sorare works. And if you're new, if you're a beginner manager getting into Sorare, there are 3, 4 videos uploaded on the channel. Please do check out like how Sorare works. And in this particular video, we're going to talk about specifically on which mode you wanted to start if you're a beginner getting into Sora for the very first time in this particular season. And if you're confused, there are like so many different game modes available. I just share a different tab. Have done a prep work for it in the Excel sheet. What you have seen, we'll go to that in a bit. But yeah, there are different modes. So definitely managers, new managers and users might feel like which one should I start out with. Should I go for pro? Should I go for the arena mode, or should I go for classic, or is there a game mode where I can play free? So yes, so all these questions will be answered by end of this video. And to just start out with, like, if you're looking for a free to play game mode, want to put in any money, set is going to be the only option for you. So Sorare said you can just sign up. I'll place the referral link in the description, so you can just sign up for this particular game mode. You can open your daily packs. I've done a video on how this particular game mode Sorare set works, and especially like what you should do in this particular campaign called Summer Camp. How you can prep yourself for the big cash going to come up in the month of September with a new set. So please do check out the other two episodes which I've already uploaded regarding this particular game mode called set. So free to play, just go for set. There is no other questions. It is going to be like as simple as that. Then comes like two different game modes which are going to specifically talk about at the moment. When I talk about the classic arena in this video, it is going to be the in-season game mode comparison between Pro and Arena 27. So Pro is nothing but the hot streaks, similar to in the set, like the kind of level what we are going to achieve, the targets. It's just against the house, to simply put it out. You're just playing against Sorare, so that's going to be the hot streaks. And when it comes to Pro, when it comes to Arena 27, which is the leaderboards, it is going to be against SSP. So you're going to just play against the players who are going to compete along with you for all the rewards. So just simply put up, versus house is going to be the pro mode, the hot streaks mode, versus players, the other managers is Arena 27. So we are going to compare like which one you should start out with, and what video will see like what is the budget you need to look at to play in these two game modes. Before that, I'll just share a quick detail around like how the first few weeks are going to look at on the pro, which is going to be the hot streaks mode, and what kind of rewards it is going to look at for the first 4 match days. So match days is the new term coined by Sorare this particular season, or starting from this season. Earlier it's just going to be like game weeks, but here we can enter multiple teams and multiple levels you can complete in one particular match week. So it is going to be just match days. So you can see from 320, which is going to be the first level, it is rewarded 500 to 1000. So you might confuse what does that mean if you haven't checked out what exactly the 2 here refers. It is nothing but the rare lineup, because for the hot streaks there is no separate rare hot streaks competition. So you can just add all your rare cards if you're going to buy and compete into the same pro mode, and then you are going to get the 2x of the prize money what has been mentioned as for the limited. So for the first level it is 500 essence for limited, whereas 1000 essence for rare. So it's just going to 2x it. But for the first 4 match days, you can see it is all doubled for the first 4 match days here. So the 500 to 1000 becomes 1000 to 2000, and the grayed out part is what the standard rewards are. But for the first 4 match days, these are the boosted streaks, or the boosted rewards in Sorare Pro mode. So now we need to see should I play and play pro as the biggest one? Because like all these numbers looks great, 6,000 to 12,000 or 1,200 to 2,400. Winning 1,000 bucks is going to be great. So should I just start with pro? And let us look at arena again, like the other game mode. For arena, there is also a boost for the first 2 game weeks, and it's not like 4 match days how we got it for the pro, which is the hot streak. So that the names are a bit confusing. I think all managers are in the same wavelength, that they need time to adapt to the new names in here. So yeah, when it comes for the leaderboard, which is the Arena 27, there is a boosted reward here as well. As you can see, 2,500 is a standard first place price, the reward, but here it is 5,000. So the first 2 game weeks, there are boosted rewards for the arena as well. So let us now go and check out. I did a small prep work on how the prices might look at for the first few weeks, because there are boosted rewards for the first few weeks, and all managers wanted to hit as much as possible in the level 5 and 6. So I have just did this particular calculation. I just put up some details, insights from last year for a few clubs which are like popular among managers. So let's take like Arsenal as the one of the team, and I've just took 3 to 4 players in respective positions. So I've taken Gyökeres and Bukayo Saka from the forward position, Rice from the midfield, and Saliba from the defender. I've omitted all the goalkeepers in here because most of the managers will go for a classic goalkeeper and not an in-season goalkeeper. So I've not taken goalkeepers into consideration on the pricing factor. So in 2026 August, Saka was going $110. Gyökeres same $110, Rice for $120, and Saliba for $70. So if you wanted to purchase, if you wanted to have a Arsenal stack, I'm like you need to consider say David Raya here with his limited. I think maybe might go still now. I think it's around $35. So you are looking at something around $400 to $450 to run an Arsenal stack in for the 2026 pricing. Now we are in 27 season. So when I mention what is 2026 here means, it is not. It might just confuse you. I'll just change it to 2025 in here. So 2025 August for 2026 season. I think this should work. Yeah, so it shouldn't confuse you saying that, okay, so this is what the kind of price what I can look up to. So no. So in 2025 August for the 2026 season, which just concluded, if you wanted to buy an in-season card, with this particular stack, it will cost you around $400 to $500. You need to just take plus or minus 10% into consideration on the fair value. It's an approximate here. So around $400 to $450 for an Arsenal stack. And when it comes for Man U, I have taken Matheus Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, Luke Shaw, Casemiro, and a Diego Dalot, or Luke Shaw, or in the very less end, you can see here. There are very few cards who will be less in price like this, because managers might not know whether it's investment or not. They don't know whether Shaw will be in the playing 11 every game. So they might just go for a better defender who will definitely start out with. So, but you can still consider this pricing. So for a Man U, a stack like this, if you have started in 2025, it should have costed you close to $300. I'm just changing these things here. Yeah, so $300. And for Man City, for players like Haaland, Rodrigo, Ruben Dias, and Doku, it will cost you around $350, $400 in last August for the season concluded. So these are the pricing that looks check like 400 plus 300, and even if you take 400 here, it should be close to like $1,100. So you're looking at $1,000 plus. In order to have, you need to just take into consideration, I have not included the goalkeepers here, so maybe another $100 extra. So it should be around $1,200, $1,250. So for this particular game mode, which is going to be hot streaks, which is the pro mode, you need to at least have 2 to 3 stacks like this in order to compete for bigger prize money, which is the boosted money in here. Reason behind this is, if you're going to just start out, say like with one stack, you will have only 4 match days, and you will be like, even if you hit all the targets in every level, you will end up playing the last target at number 4th level. So you will not have an ability to get into the 5th and 6th level. So one stack is not going to help you at all for the pro mode in the very first few weeks. So you need to have multiple stacks, multiple team players, so that in one particular match day you can complete 2 to 3 levels, which are in the very easy targets, looking at say 320, 360, very easy to complete if you have 2 to 3 stacks. So at first week you may need to look at completing first 2 or even 3 levels. So when you go for the second match days, you can just plan your lineup so that you can hit level 4 and if possible level 5. So that's how it works. So you need to have at least 2 to 3 minimum teams to play for the boosted streaks. And for that, as I mentioned, this is how the pricing looks like, $1,000 in August 2025. But now, with the change in the strategy, where like you can wait until the lineup gets announced, then you can complete multiple levels at the same match days. Taking these things into consideration, also not to forget that there are market credits being distributed to all the managers, or most of the managers has got close to $100, $80, so on. So I think many of the managers might still hold those things for leagues like, say, La Liga coming out, or Bundesliga, or even Ligue 1. So taking the market credits which has been distributed by Sorare into consideration, the price is going to have a premium thing in here. So for the same team in 2025 August, you would have got it for around $400, $450. But for this particular season, which is Sorare 27, I'm just naming it here, for Sorare 27 in season cards, for the same stack, I feel it should be around $600 to $700. And similarly, for a Man United squad, it should be around $450 to $500. And for Man City, it should be around $700 to $800. So taking the higher end here, because let's go with 700, 500, and say go for 750 here, and even I'll make it 650 here. You're looking at 1,900 plus the goalkeeper. So $2,000 is what a number looks like if you wanted to start out and chase these boosted. So if you are a user who thinks I'm new to this game, but I don't have the budget front, this is how it looks like. You need to put in close to $1,500 to $2,000 to own big teams like this. You can definitely gamble and go with other teams, but like if you wanted to just be sure, confident that you need to hit numbers, I think like top clubs like these works, these three, and you go for Liverpool, Chelsea, the other teams which you might fit in. And you need to check out the fixtures, what is coming up in the very first 4 match days. We will do a separate video on that a bit later. But how the number looks like. So somewhere around $1,500 to $2,000, closer to $2,000 is where I feel the pricing of these 3 teams should look like, might look like. So this definitely get half by end of the 4 days, which means Bukayo Saka, who went for $110 because we had a boosted rewards in when the season starts here. So Saka's around 110 during match a week, but by the end of four for around $60 to $70. So which is like a 40-50%. We need to think about those things into consideration, whether you hit somewhere around like say fifth level at least once, so that the money you're going to put in coming back at least 50-60% is like the revenue on investment is going to get back in the very first 1 month of the season started. So you have the rest of the season to just play and profit out of it maybe by December, and then it's all going to be what happens in the last 4 months. So this is how the number looks like pro mode. And if you're looking at just 4 matchups, the boosted streaks, and if you're thinking the board, you don't need to put all these and just pick one of a bigger top club or the club what you like, by the favorite players or by your favorite team. Maybe spend a few more dollars extra, buy some extra players who can fit into the backup positions and play and fight for the leaderboard. And you can still enter with multiple lineups, but I would say like at the start of the season, don't go for multiple things, just go for one team. And if you have like say $300 as your budget, just go for one team. Don't go for like teams or five different teams coming in and playing in together. Go for one particular stack, because I think this particular Sorare 27 is all going to be like how we are owning all the teams stacked together. So I would say if you're planning, if your budget is very limited, more than like say $100-400, just go with one particular team, or go for a team into the middle level. Don't go for Man City, Man U. Go for some teams which have just got promoted to Premier League, say Hull City, or so. Those are the kind of which you can look at, and you can just grab or the popular players under $200. So that's how you should. So if you're going to just go all in and wanted to fight for the bigger money here, just keep in mind you need to spend close to 1.5 to 2k dollars in order to advance to fight the last 2 levels. But if you have very limited budget but wanted to be part of the in-season match weeks, then I think Arena is going to be the only one. And based on your budget, you can go and like buy players. There's going to be another a video similar, the kind of the analysis what I've done. I'm going to do another video where we are going to talk about which particular month or in which week you should get into the in-season competitions if your budget is very low. Say you have only $100 as your budget or $50 as your budget, get season competition. But when do you buy these cards? So we have informations and facts in place. So that is going to come up very soon on the channel. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, for the very first time, please like the channel, subscribe to the channel. It means for a new content creator like me. And if you wanted me to cover a specific topic in Sorare, please do comment like what you want to know about, and I would definitely make a video for it in the near future. Thank you so much if you're watching it until this end of the video, and it means a lot. And if you have your friends who's also getting into Sorare for the very first time, and if you think these videos are going to be very, very helpful for them, please do share to them. Until the next video, this is Sengar signing off.